just to think that my whole life is in this, it's fine. I felt like, you know, if I would be ready, I would just simply go there. But I started to feel so weak at that moment when I thought of it. And that's when it's so important to listen to your body. Each checkout was at 11 a.m. So each time at 11:11 I would be in transit before the notes. Thank you for clearing that out. Yeah, so this is it. We're here. I kept seeing orange. So I think we go to Orange Grove today. Left my luggage. This area is so cute. It's beautiful, but the noise, you know, she said that, you know, after some time you just get used to it. That's what they want you to get used to the noise, to the low frequency. You know what? I still cannot believe that with this mapping of this place, this is insane. But also see how everything works last minute. And also this 11:11 p.m. unlock, the veil dropped. Oh, about 11:11 p.m. So AM is for sending the signals and PM is for receiving. So during that time you might get a lot of downloads, like massive ones. The channel is open, and that has been pissing me off a little bit because it's the time where I really want to go to sleep, and that's when everything starts to click into the place. I start to have visions. I start to just everything writes itself. So then I'm up to like 2, 3, 4 a.m. I mean, now we have mapping, so but yeah, biggest writing happened after 11:11 p.m. Oh man, this looks so nice. Oh, I'm choosing the quieter street. No, I mean, I can't go through that bridge. I mean, let's see. But we are going to Alfred right now. We're just going to walk 5 or 10 minutes longer. No way I'm going there. And also I could hear the noise, so this is much nicer. This route already made me tired. Just look at this. Yeah, definitely not for people. The area I was walking, it was so nice, but like how this is for the cars, everything. Free boulevards, like whatever you call it. Right, so right in front of us there is Orange Grove Boulevard. You know what? This is insane. Listen to this. And there's this beautiful area. I don't know, for now there should be like this wall divider of sound, like soundproof glass wall. I don't know what it's called. You know what I mean? And this is crazy. Wait, I just checked. It is indeed the Orange Grove Boulevard that we mapped. That's the street. Just look at that. I see it. How we go? Orange Grove, Alfred, Whole Foods, and we go back to Orange Grove through California Street. All the streets that have been echoing. So this is our path, and we will stop in a park just to sit in a shade because this is insane. I hate this part. What the fuck? Where did I land? Alfred Coffee is right there. See? Orange Grove. This is it. And we're not going through Colorado, we're going straight there and then we turn left. I need trees. I mean, this looks like hell. So much nicer. This is the parallel route. So much better. Wow, what a great purpose of this land. Amazing. Yeah, we need more parking lots. Definitely. We need more cars. You know what? I will not even comment on this. I leave it to you. Pay here, pay, spend more money, pay for existing. I'm gonna see you one more fucking time. Amazing system and order that in your taxes those people are being paid to give you a fine. Brilliant. Brilliant. This world is so... I don't know what the hell is wrong with this place, but I am so sick of this. Everywhere I see pay here, $5, obey, pay, spend the fucking money all the time. Oh, Lululemon, so you can buy the plastic clothes. Overpriced plastic clothes. Brilliant. Wait, because on TikTok there was anthropology rock. A rock for $100. This is the next level of consumptionism. And you know what? I was so dumb before that I would actually spend money on shit like this. Oh, here it is. It's not bad, but if we had more trees, it would be nice. I see that they planted them, but still. But it's just, again, you know, it's like, it's either shopping, spending money constantly, like, we need more places just to spend time for free. And then you have to also pay for this damn parking. I mean, paying for the parking is such a scam. Like, I don't know, it just triggers me so much. And anything that triggers me is just basically my soul remembering the origin blueprint and saying this is bullshit. I need to go to park. I can't stay here. No, it's like it doesn't look bad. Like the street is nice.
No.
But it's just there is some kind of density around that just feels so wrong. I think this is why I landed here, and that it connects to Whole Foods through Park. There must be a lot of density. I feel like my nervous system is overloaded. It's just that this does not feel human. Like we were not supposed to. Like, this is performance loop, and this is not how we're supposed to live. There is no place to rest, to create. You just have store next to store next to store next to store, and you have to pay to even walk here. Because you need a car in LA. Because who the hell wants to walk 30 minutes of what I walked? All of this is just screaming capitalism, like I just want out. We're going to park. I can't stand this street. And you know what? From the outside, this looks so nice, really. But under surface, this place is so wrong. It's like it's polished performance. Possible that there would be even 5 minutes of quietness. I mean, is it on purpose? Yeah, this is today's observation. I will not do a lot of mapping today or anything. I mean, this is sound hygiene. Like this is not normal, okay? If you say this is how it is, no, this is not normal. There are equipments that are not that loud. There are different options. Slower, but that would not disrupt others. And you know what? This woman, where I moved in, This woman, she told me, you know, after some time you just get used to this sound from the highway, from the freeway. And that this building has been, you know, created like with the windows, that it's not that loud. Of course, so you keep your windows closed so you don't have fresh air. I mean, fresh air next to freeway, I don't even know if it exists. But let me just tell you one thing. This is not normal. Getting used to noise is not normal. I mean, all of this is all perfectly planned. And that noise, roads near the parks, you think it's a coincidence? You think that those at power, they live near the roads like that? To this? No, they know that sound is frequency, that it messes up with your field. Noise is a frequency and sound weapon. You think it's just a part of life. No, it's not. It's weaponized. It's so that you cannot rest fully, so that you cannot create, so that you cannot revel, so that you cannot even focus. How can you rest when there is constant noise from cars or your neighbor's loud TV, because you cannot do anything because that's the law, they can't make the noise. Those blowers, those leaves blowers. There is technology where that noise would not have to exist, but they cannot gain anything from it. Just to keep you low, obedient, in this cycle of working, numbing yourself, sleeping, and repeat. This is observation for today. I mean, let me just confirm with you, this is not normal. Noise is not normal. Just because it got normalized does not mean it is normal. I mean, just look what noise does with me. That's the thing, I didn't come here to be comfortable. But anyway, this sucks. At least my room is nice. I think there will be a lot of writing. Of course, because I didn't write about noise yet on my website. I wrote about sensitivity, but not about noise pollution. This is the name, noise pollution. And you know what's crazy is that we think that rest should be paid for. Like, you can only rest when you go out for holidays, to the seaside, to a spa, or anywhere. No. Rest should not be paid. You should be able to rest everywhere. I mean, there is something new every day. I wonder what's tomorrow about. And what I am feeling right now, and those who are sensitive to noise as well, this is not dysfunction. This is your truth sensor. You remembering that all of this, it's not supposed to be like that. Those are origin codes inside that are lighting up. So whenever you feel that inner anger, that's it. Because we normalize and we accepted the noise so much that, well, this is what it is. Well, everybody has a right to do it. What can we do? Exactly. It's time to start to make changes. What does it mean that you have a right at 7 a.m. to blow the leaves near somebody's apartment, or that when I lived in Paris, once there was this apartment that at 4 a.m. they were taking out the trash. At 4 a.m. You think that those who work in government, that they wake up to the noise like this? No, but they told you this is normal. This is how it functions. This is our system. The most important is that we acknowledge that this is not normal. To refuse that, stop normalizing this, and just the feeling of that refusal, it will already make the path for a change much easier. It will start to move. And people will tell you, well, you have a problem, just get headphones with sound isolation. Why do I have to pay for this? I already got those, and guess what? It's not working. Also, I don't want to sleep in them. This is the solution? Really? And those are those people who just say, this is what it is. Just sit, shut up, and continue living like this, because what can we do? Our government will save us. Or a force in the sky will save you. Yeah, sit and do nothing, and the reality will change. I can tell you one thing, this does not work like that. We have, as a collective, control over this reality. If we normalize this and we do nothing, nothing will change. But if we start to refuse that, all of that, everything will start to shift. Oh, or people saying when you live in an apartment and you're just sick of the noise from the neighbors, and you just say, well, just move out to the cottage or to the woods. Sure, if I could, but I can't, just like most of the people, because apartments are cheaper. Because some people simply have to. My mom, she lives in an apartment, and there are neighbors constantly changing, being so loud, and what can she do? Like, she has been living in an apartment for 30 years. Why does she have to change something? Why do people have to make so much noise? Why can't you respect others when you live in an apartment? You are not alone. Anyway, I will go to Whole Foods just to eat something, and then we're going to California streets, and there is another park, Singer Park, so we'll go there and we'll see what awaits for us there. This is so dystopian. I'm sorry, what the fuck? I mean, I don't even want to go out now. It's just too hot, and I just had to record this. Like, what is this? A fake ass park? This is scary. What is this? And then this is your view. This is not normal, okay? This is not normal. We're not supposed to live like this. And the thing is that just thinking of getting this and going to park, which is going to be like not the noisy one. Let's hope the other one is quieter. It's like another 15-20 minute walk through the heat and those streets. I can't. They even give you TV, so you disconnect even when you eat. This is why we have iPad Kids,
because of adults who cannot even eat without TV.
It was awful. Second of all, just thinking that I have to stay here 4 nights. I want to cry. I just can't wait for the next place, seriously. I wonder what will be wrong with it. And the best part is that I volunteered to do that because there is absolutely nothing else that I could do. I have to do it. I have to. So I can write about it. About all of this bullshit. Because that's what I didn't write about. I have so many topics. Like, okay. No, I feel sick. And that food was disgusting. The previous Whole Foods was so much better. I really feel so bad. I think it just hit me that I have to stay here for so long, even though it's short. I mean, I can't. I feel so bad here. I don't know what's going on. Just thinking that I have to go back through that road. I'm just tired of this noise, of this bullshit. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like I'm just picking up too much things around, too much this shit energy. All of this that I feel right now. It is not mine. It's like I pick up on all this distortion on this grid. And it feels like it's so old and so deep inside of this place. I've never felt worse anywhere else. Even though Silver Lake was messed up, but this, I don't know what's going on, because this does not look so bad, right? But it's just something is open here. So it's something that I was supposed to just transmute. But it feels awful. I can't walk more. Tomorrow we're going to on that crossing on the south part where the 3 lines are crossing. I thought I could just go there today and just finish this place as soon as possible, but that's not the point. I got some snacks. I feel better now. I made DIY bag. Scarf is amazing. And that was transmutation in real time. That was not mine. This feels so much better. I mean, this crying out was a big release.
being here, even though it's still noisy. It's much better than what was before there. We're going to go back through Orange Grove. And this tree here, this one, with the place where I'm staying, the line, I think it's aiming to the next place where we'll have to go, or I don't know, it's aiming into something, but I know that we were meant to stay in this park. And you know, I kept seeing now tuning fork in the ground, and I think this is a good metaphor that it's like you're being put into some places as a tuning fork and you're just striking the right frequency, so you bring back the memory of this place, origin memory, and it starts to clean the grid from this distortion. But now with this comes also the transmutation, because the land, the earth, it cannot release emotions, so you become a conduit for it, for all of those emotions, and you need to let it flow through your body. This is why it often feels like, you know, like you're overreacting, but you're not, because it's simply not yours. It doesn't feel good. No. It feels good after. And it's actually clearing you too. And it gives you so much more clarity and strength and peace after. Leveling up, you know, that's what I was talking, that, you know, we need to level up to unlock another location. And I feel like this tree here is my anchor point, because you know what, suddenly when I started to lay here, it got so quiet and I got so calm, and it leads somewhere, and we will go there tomorrow. I just need to map it precisely. You know what I just saw? I saw that I have to tell you this. That breakdown that I had in Whole Foods, it's the same one that I had in New York. When I landed there, I mean, first of all, when I sat in the plane, I heard the voice in my head, a male voice. What are you doing? You should be in Paris now. And I looked around. It's nobody. It was in my head. And it was like a veil dropped. And I looked around and I thought, what the hell am I doing? Why am I going there? And you know, for me, I was planning to, you know, just settle down there. It was my biggest dream. Packed my bags, rented out my place, and I couldn't go back for 3 months. And I stood there in front of the building, and I'm like, what now? I made the biggest mistake. Why did I hear this voice only when I sat in a plane? Why did I feel my whole life that I want to live there? It was all part of the film. That breakdown, I had it after a month or 2 in New York. I felt so bad there, so bad. And those people I saw in Whole Foods, I felt like I was in the middle of NPCs. I'm not even kidding. dressed up, polished, but like so empty. And New York, and you know what, I felt this failure and confusion because I always trusted my intuition. What do you mean that I've been feeling New York so much my whole life? It wasn't like a teenage dream, no, it was everything that I was feeling. Like, I will be a fashion photographer, I will win this award, I will shoot for this magazine, I will shoot for these brands, I will live in Paris, in New York. Everything I knew, I felt it, I remembered. And then New York didn't work out, and it felt so off. But I couldn't lie to myself anymore because my body was rejecting the city in every possible way. I was sick I was so sick non-stop. And I got so depressed. I felt so bad in there. And because the city is also extremely disconnected. And that breakdown that I had in Whole Foods, that was the personal breakdown. This here, I felt it was mine, but also collectives and lands, frequency. But in New York, and I just couldn't wait to go back home. When you feel like you're being pushed out from somewhere, just go. I felt shame back then, like, oh, you know, it didn't work out for me, like I failed. No. That was a big part of my life. I just didn't know it back then. But if I stayed in New York, well, you can read Echoes. That's what would happen. The performance there, the disconnection there, it would... I was feeling too much there, and I couldn't connect with anyone. There was only one person, she was Polish. I felt, even though I was around people, I have never felt more lonely. It was the first time in my life where I felt extreme loneliness. And it was overwhelming to the point where I didn't know what I was doing with my life, because it felt like, you know, that was my biggest dream, and suddenly it's crashed to the ground. Where am I supposed to go? I mean, obviously this voice told me about Paris, so that's the next stop. But what just happened? Why? What? Why was I dreaming about this place my whole life, and now it was just a mess? And there is nothing wrong with that. You were meant to go there to feel this dissociation, this distortion around, to know what's not right for you. And with that kind of refusal, the right place can find you. And there is nothing wrong with this. This is not failure. And if somebody, I mean, let's just stop caring about what people think. This is your life. And it's so important to try out. When you're being pulled somewhere, just go there. See, I felt like Pasadena could be a long term. I had to feel that way. To feel this, all of this right now. And when you're being pulled somewhere and it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean you failed. It means that something unlocked. But if you're staying too long and everything around it just starts to fall down, everything's crashing, getting worse and worse and more dense, that is the signal that you need to leave. And you might start to see names of a new place, of a city, of a country, or somebody mentions it, just like that man in Target. He mentioned Montrose and the Rancho, and we were led here. I mean, you saw the map. We were meant to land here. I'm just showing you here that when you follow the pull, it has its purpose. When you hate a city, you say with your whole field, I'm not staying here anymore. Time for change. I refuse that. I deserve more. And I am ready for more. And when you think that, because I have a job here, I have a house here. Okay, I mean, if you want to continue for another 20 years, all of that's on you. That is your decision. And if you do not take steps, if you do not take action, you will stay in the same place. But if you do something, even just feeling that, okay, this is wrong, I'm not doing this anymore, things will start to realign. You will start to see and feel and meet someone, and you will know. You will simply know. It will click. Just go back and look at September 16th, when I got out of Target. What was the feeling around Montrose? Goosebumps. Rancho? Goosebumps. That's when you know. Goosebumps are confirmation. It's confirmation on a cellular level. I mean, do you even see the difference how I speak here and how I spoke there in the other park? It was just too much density today. And honestly, if people say you're just overreacting, they're just not as tuned as you are. They do not pick on the frequencies that you do. Because you have different function. Everybody has different function. And one more thing about, when you think you landed in a wrong place, it is not failure. Take your lesson and move on. And it's same with people. If you feel something off, if there is something off about a person, leave. They're just going to drain your energy and affect your field. And your field will start to shrink to match theirs. So, really, focus on yourself. Do not bend for others to make them feel comfortable. You feel distortion from someone? Bye. Your field simply rejects theirs. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you're in a completely different frequencies. Physics. Look at this tree. It's insane. I just put it on the map. It's in a perfect line with the apartment where I'm staying and tree from the park. Yeah, I see now I have to go through Orange Grove. That car plate with orange. What's about Rose? Like, I know it's part of my film, but it's everywhere.
This is what I don't get. You have this house. You don't even use this. And then this whole noise from here. This is like... How are you resting here? Why is it here? What is that? What the fuck? I hate this place. Do you hear that? Yeah, this is where I live. I just feel and see how much there is to do, and I'm just alone in this, and it just feels impossible, honestly. All of this is so compressed so that it wouldn't take years, but just short time, because it needs to, all of this, it needs to be done until 2027. I mean, now until the film premieres. The tree, the massive tree, and that rose everywhere. So tomorrow we'll go where that line goes through, or maybe it's another point. Anyway, we're going to go to that crossing on the east side, and I feel like this will be finished, and I don't know, we'll see. I look like somebody soaked life out of me, and I feel like this. I mean, the energetic mess today. Okay, I need to unpack. I need to. Look how many trees there were. Okay, I just put the trees on the map, and let's see the line. Okay, I will make another line. I don't understand. Okay, see, the bright one, it goes from Montrose straight through this triangle, and it goes towards the middle, but it's not going through the house. And then I made this dark green line that goes through house, and it goes also through those two trees that we found, the massive one on Orange Grove and the one in the Singer Park where we sat. And then there is a crossing here, but doesn't matter. This is it. This is the correct one. I don't know why, I just know. And this one, maybe let's change the color, because it's just does it make any sense? The only sense would be if it takes us somewhere further. Yep, goes through the trees. To look at this as a spiral. We start here, we go here. See? This part is Los Angeles. I think we just need to make longer lines in that case. I need to put them here, and we'll see where are some crossings.
What? This line goes through. Are you kidding me? Rose Hills. What is it? Look, perfectly from the house through the trees, straight to Rose Hills. And what I was talking about, look at this. The massive jumps from here to here, okay? Then we stayed in this area, then there was jump across the canyon, which was not massive. And then there was a lot going on here, and then here. But there was a lot of density because of two creative nodes, right? So we were stuck in here, and then suddenly we have this jump. The signal was sent from Montrose, and look, Verdugo Park is in the middle here. Interesting. Rose Bowl, rose everywhere, especially in my script, you know, Montrose. Okay, I'm going to make those lines, all of them, much longer right now. Rosemead. Okay, so there was Temple City echoing, right? There is Rosemead as well. Rose Hills. Tomorrow we go on this crossing, and this one as well. See, both of them here. There is something here, maybe a tree, but I don't know. I don't feel anything about this place. And we need to go here to Erewhon. This is the place that has been also, you know, everywhere, echoing in here, in both of the hotels and in Studio City. There will be another line from Erewhon. Wait. What I did here is from Erewhon, I put the line through all of this crossing in here. Wait, Rose Hill? What if this line shouldn't go through that big crossing, but wait. What if we move it to this side in here through this crossing? Then it goes for Rose Hill. Yeah, look. If we put Erewhon here for this point, because here we already have 3 lines, that's a lot, and then we have 3 lines in here as well, which would make something important in this triangle, but also oak. There are just oaks everywhere echoing. And then we have, look, Rose Hill and Rose Hills again. I mean, 2 lines going through Rose Hill. There is something about it. Maybe I'm supposed to be more in this side, in this triangle right in here. Rosemead. Oh, something is going on here, and I think that when tomorrow we need to walk this triangle here. But what's here? It's road. Pasadena Water and Power. Huh. I think this is the point, actually. Water and power. It is same as in Burbank. the water tanks in both studios, and power, all of those towers everywhere, everywhere. Yeah, there is RSELADWP. This, again, power and water. And this is in our triangle from Burbank. And this is also very close to community garden where we send the signal. And this here, this is all connected. There is a line of this electric towers everywhere going straight in here. So I think that this crossing is about Pasadena Water and Power, so this is where we go tomorrow. Park. This is the park. Okay, this is where we go tomorrow. This park. Though I don't see massive trees, but there could be maybe, you know, one of those. Okay, so here, and then we go through the park, Allendale, and here to this, so we have all of it checked. It unlocked. And why water and power? Water holds memory, so when I go there, it's all about activating memory. This is why so many crossings are on Allendale, so that we would go to the park. And that triangle, it actually, you know, is in this area. We do this, something unlocks, and I don't think I will have to go back. I think that next days might be actually about writing and editing the videos, doing those TikToks that I saw. They're like a megaphone for the message, so I know this needs to be done. It's just that, I mean, it's 6 p.m. and like, those are long videos. And then I often repeat myself and I just need to cut this, like, this is too much. But okay. Good. Alright, we have it mapped. I'm gonna go edit the video and I'm gonna rest, and in the morning we go there. I was just editing the video and I saw what was yesterday. You know that we mapped the water and power place, and yesterday when I took the bus back home, we went through and there was rows and placed this with the power towers everywhere. That was the hint for today. I must say that I am exhausted. I started editing at 7 p.m. and now it's almost 1 a.m. I cannot do it. I cannot function like this. But I know that until the spiral is closed, I need to record every day. I have to go about this. But I think that the last days here, I will have one full day here for the rest. That's for sure. I can't do this. Today is like I felt my field being completely fried. My brain too. Emotionally I am drained. Today was sick. And I cannot take it anymore. It's too much of everything. I mean, I thought I would edit this faster, you know? I said, yeah, midnight. I will have time now. This is why I'm staying here for all those days. to stay here and to work on edits. Also, I think I mapped the next place. The city is in between the Rose Hills, both of them. And one name started to pop out, but it will clear tomorrow after we go and map